here's a project to spice up an afternoon and maybe use up some old school supplies. Your standard school glue can be more than sticky stuff to join together papers. It's an art medium all its own. Lettering artist and professional calligrapher Melissa Esplin has been experimenting with art for school glue. We have to clarify, you haven't been experimenting with glue.
No.
Yeah, there's an art form here. There's a creative project at hand. What inspired you to do this?
Okay, so we have so much glue at our house, and it's insane. You know, the slime fascination. School's out. You want to do stuff with your kids.
More than just make slime.
Yes, and you maybe make a card for Father's Day with your kids. Little kids craft afternoon, right?
So you're using the glue as the actual medium?
Yes, we're using glue to either write something out or draw a graphic. And so you can, like, even little kids can use this and just make a giant mess, and then they do watercolor over it, and it's just this fun textural thing. Or you can write little words, and I found the best success with short words like hey, hi, hello, dad, love, dad.
Okay,
you know,
fits in perfectly.
Yes. So here's how you do it.
I'm excited to learn, and there is a color. You mentioned the watercolor. There is a color.
There is a color
layer
component
at play.
to this.
Yeah.
So I found the best results out of the white Elmer's school glue. The purple actually was kind of bad. So if you have that, like, you can try it, but for the best results, I found this was awesome.
Go for the classic.
And I'm using just a regular white cardstock.
Okay.
And the trick is you don't want to be so close to your paper. You want to be kind of far away, and that helps create these like long kind of sweeping lines.
So let it breathe.
Yeah, so you let it breathe.
Okay.
I'll do a heart.
I don't know why
here.
I'm backing up. It's not like you have a loaded gun in your hand, but here it comes.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a heart. So you see how far I am, and I just kind of lead that line along.
Pulling away makes me nervous. Can you control the shape if you're that far away from the paper?
You can, and I have had success with it. It's best if you use like a fresh bottle.
Okay.
But you just kind of pull and lead that line along.
Do you feel me breathing over your shoulder? Because I literally am. I'm excited to see how this plays out.
So I just kind of lifting it up. This line worked much better than that line.
I was gonna say, that's what you want. You ideally want a steady stream.
So slow, slow, and you kind of lift off the paper. You don't want to be so close that you're dragging the glue along with you.
But is it gonna look terrible if you have little bumps and spaces now and then?
No, because it's a really organic, messy craft. And I think that's part of the joy in it.
Yeah.
It's like happy little accidents.
Okay, so now what? We wait for this to dry?
Yeah, and I like to stick a couple paperweights and put this in the sun. So it takes maybe 15 minutes to dry instead of like 3 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. I was gonna say, I was expecting hours, like, hello, any day.
Yeah, so you may want to do it with kids over the course of 2 days. Like, they do a bunch of glue things, you have it dry, and the next day you work on it.
Okay.
So these are ones that are already dry and ready to go. So I've got thanks, love, hey, and you grab the biggest brush you have or can find. You dip it. You want to get your water soupy.
Can I play with you on this?
Yes. Yes. You've got your own
I have my own little collection. Thank you.
So I really like the darker pigments, like blues, purples, pinks. Yellows are going to be okay, but you're not really going to see as much definition. Okay. So you get it all soupy, like as much water as possible.
I feel like I'm just looking at what she's doing, and I'm doing the exact same thing. Whatever Melissa
and then
does,
you just add water, and you add your pigment to it.
Oh, you're right. The darker does show up.
Yeah, see, isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
So, and you know, if you go really light, you can add more pigment and just kind of drop it in there.
Okay.
See how I'm just kind of flicking my brush in there, and you can get different colors.
This is fun.
You can get some mixtures in there, and it's super simple, easy, and just great for kids and
Why is this
artists.
so satisfying? There's something so satisfying about seeing it just pop off the page like that.
Right? Just that 3D effect. Everything's digital, everything's flat.
Yeah.
And so to create things that have dimension to it and depth, it's just really fun.
And as that water settles and dries, it'll be darker in some places, but like you said, messy, organic, that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Have you tried this with your kids?
Not yet. We're gonna do it this afternoon.
Oh, okay, well now you have to, right? Because the idea is out there. But different shapes, different words. You mentioned keeping the words short. I noticed my thanks was abbreviated for appropriate reasons. Shorter is better.
Yes. And if you want to, if you have some gold, if you gold paint around, you can add a little bit of gold to the raised bits.
Like you've done here.
This fun little detail.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Have you been playing with this for a while, or is this a new discovery?
This is a new discovery. I think, well, I found it, a bunch of kids at my daughter's school did pastels with this kind of technique.
Pretty.
I thought, oh, that's super fun. Let's do that to card.
Pretty. So. Could you use hot glue if you wanted it to be raised and that much more 3D?
So the hot glue, you have better definition on the cross lines, so you don't have the lines kind of bleeding into each other.
Okay.
But you have a slightly harder time getting a clean, smooth flow.
Controlling the gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's usually kind of jagged.
What a fun,
which is so fun.
What a fun pickup art project in the middle of the afternoon. Not too messy. Watercolors, we can handle it. Elmer's glue, we've already been handling it with the slime craze.
And we've already got all this stuff at home.
And it's on hand. Thank you so much. Hey, are you teaching a class at the big lettering conference coming up?
Yes, I am. I'm teaching with Letterworks Junior, so it's the day before the big conference starts, and we've got a huge lineup that entire week of the best calligraphers in the world coming to Weber State to teach everyone, and all levels are welcome.
This is a huge conference. I think it's a fun reflection of the creative scene too, that lettering is such a big deal, that there is such a big conference surrounding that one art medium, and the fact that it's here in Ogden is so great. So we sign up for your class online?
Yes.
Okay.
So letterworks.org, letterworks.org/registration. You can find everything there.
Okay, good luck with that, and thank you for the fun idea.